Hi, this is Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, breaking down the biggest NFL game of the season. Hey, just kidding. Broncos Bears, one of the worst NFL games of the season, but that doesn't mean you can't make some money. And I've got an 80% against the spread situation I'm going to give you for free here in this video and how it applies to this game, this barn burner of a game on Sunday between the Broncos and Bears. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, give us a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell for instant alerts when my NFL Fade the Public video goes live this weekend, along with my college football top 25 video right here on Wager Talk TV. And leave me some comments below. If you're watching this video, you're probably a sports bettor. I'm not sure who else would be interested in the Bears Broncos. So let me know your thoughts on this game and where else you see best bets in week 4 of the NFL. Comment below. I read all the comments and I reply back. Let's win together here this Sunday. October 1st is here. Whew, October. The fall is officially upon us in the NFL. Now, look, when the season began, these were two teams that were expected to be a lot better this season. The Broncos' season win total was set at 8.5. The Bears at 7.5, despite going just 3-14 last year. Broncos, by the way, were 5-12. Keep in mind, both teams started last season 2-1 straight up. That means the Bears have now lost 16 of their past 17 games straight up. The Broncos down the stretch won a meaningless game against the Chargers in the week finale. If you take away that loss, the Broncos are 3-13 their last 16. Bears went 1-13 down the stretch. They're now 1-16 their last 17, including this season. So obviously two teams that have really struggled. Sean Payton takes over at Denver. Chicago's got a second-year coach. But I do think there's an edge in this game with the Denver Broncos for a couple reasons. I'm going to get to that 80% ATS situation, by the way, that my friend Ralph Michaels pointed out to me over at WagerTalk.com. But first, let's look at the matchup. Both teams have been horrendous defensively this year. And yes, the Denver Broncos were bad defensively last week. They gave up 70 points. Really should have been the NFL record. The Dolphins didn't score with 8.5 minutes to go still in the fourth quarter. Could have kicked a meaningless field goal to hit the NFL record of 73. Decided not to do so. So yes, an embarrassing loss for Denver. Now they travel for the second straight week. But I think when a team is embarrassed like that, it is a wake-up call. And maybe the season isn't going right. Maybe they're 0-3 straight up in ATS. But if they're going to bring it, they know this is a winnable game, and this is definitely an offense they can shut down because Chicago, once again, has absolutely no passing attack. And if you look at Denver's defense this year, it's been bad against the run. It's been bad against the pass, but I'm just not sure Chicago can take advantage. Bears on the season averaging just 4.7 yards per play offensively, only 5.1 yards per pass. Meanwhile, Denver's averaging 7.1 yards per pass. Russell Wilson's actually throwing the ball okay. And what a huge mismatch also in quality. Yes, Russell Wilson might be on the back years of his glorious NFL career, but I still take him over Justin Fields any day. And the Broncos on the season are averaging 6 yards per play. The problem has been a horrendous defense. The offense is actually getting better. Meanwhile, Chicago's offense is not getting better, and their defense gives up 6 yards per play, which is basically against opponents that have averaged just 5.3. Yes, Denver gives up 7.3, but their opponents allow 6.8. So when you factor in the tougher schedule the Broncos have faced, include the Dolphins, the best offensive team in football, both teams are half a yard below average defensively, but the Broncos are much better offensively. So I do lean Denver here for that reason. Currently, as we look at the Wager Talk Live odds screen, it's sitting on that key number of 3. There are some 3.5 starting to show those. So if you like Denver, you probably want to play the -3 now. If you do like the Bears, I would wait. You might get some plus 3.5s. As far as the public sentiment, I would expect the public to probably not be much involved in this game, but I do think they'll probably lean towards Denver. All right, let's get to that 80% situation. I asked my friend StatDaddy, the human database chartmaster, Ralph Michaels over at WagerTalk.com. And by the way, Ralph posts a ton of great info, not only at WagerTalk, but also on Instagram and also on Twitter at CalSportsLV. So follow Ralph Michaels at CalSportsLV. And I go, Ralph, run the database real quick. Let me know what happens when 0-3 teams play each other in week 4. And it's only happened, I believe, 19 times going back 30-some years in the NFL. By the way, this isn't the only game this week. We have another matchup here in week 4, Vikings at the Panthers, another matchup of 0-3 teams. So it's happening twice this week. And the last time it happened actually was twice back in 2020, and it happened in 1917 and 2011. So it doesn't happen often, but it is happening twice this week. And nothing too crazy jumps out. If you look at it, the road teams have gone 9-6 straight up. They're 10-5 against the spread. On average, they're about a 2.5-point underdog. So you would expect the road team to normally be a dog, and two bad teams playing the dog is not a bad strategy normally. But here's what jumps out to me. In 5 of those 15 games, there's been a road favorite like we have this week with Denver. The road favorites have gone 4-1 straight up and against the spread. and all 4 wins have been by at least 3 points or more. So yes, it's a small sample. I'm not going to jump overboard about a 5-game sample, but once again, road teams are 10-5, but when you take the subset of a road favorite, it's now 4-1, 80%. And I think that makes sense because if you're favored on the road, even though you're both 0-3, you're definitely the better team. And Denver is the better team, as I pointed out. Both bad on defense, but Denver much better on offense. And that 4-1, 80% situation of the past 30 years would apply to the Broncos -3 this week. So take a look at Denver if you're going to play this game. And by the way, in the comments below, let me know if you're playing this game or if you're watching this video because you're a Denver or Chicago fan. I make the over-under 95% of you are sports bettors. But comment below, fan or better, or both, and let's win together here in Week 4. Once again, comment below. Thanks for watching the video. Give it a thumbs up, a like, and if you want my official best bets for Week 4, check them out right now at wagertalk.com. I've got several specials going on my page. Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com. All the details are over there. First of all, if you're a new user, you get a 3-day sampler for just $55, or anybody can get the rest of the football season, college and pro combined, for just $5 a day with promo code SMCombo, SMCombo. And we also have an all-sports special for just $7 a day, which includes baseball and basketball for the rest of 2023. So once again, no matter what you're interested in, some great special offers with promo codes. All the details and the promo codes on my page right now. Check them out, Steve Merrill, wagertalk.com, and stay tuned right here on Wager Talk TV for more great NFL preview videos coming up next.